Part 1. Phrasal verbs. A. Abandon oneself to.
Jane abandoned herself to despair.
Abbreviate to.
Acquired immune deficiency syndrome is usually abbreviated to AIDS.
Abide by.
If you join the club, you must abide by its rules.
Abound in. Abound with.
The forests abound with monkeys and squirrels.
Abscond with.
The bank manager absconded with a huge amount of money.
Absent oneself from.
He often absents himself from work.
Absolve of. Absolve from.
He was absolved of the blame.
Absorb oneself in.
He absorbed himself in his work.
Absorb into.
It is hard for migrant workers to be absorbed into the mainstream society.
Abstain from.
He has abstained from alcohol.
Abut on.
His house abuts on mine.
Accede to.
My father won't accede to my request.
Accept as.
We gradually began to accept Tom as one member of the family.
Accept into.
The newcomer was quickly accepted into the class.
Acclaim as.
He was acclaimed as the greatest pianist of his generation.
Acclaim for.
She was widely acclaimed for her courage.
Acclimatize oneself to.
I found it hard to acclimatize myself to such a severe weather.
Accommodate oneself to.
You should soon accommodate yourself to the new environment.
Accord to.
Helen accords high priority to the quality of life.
Accord with.
What you have just said does not accord with what you told us last week.
Account for.
He had to account to his boss for every dollar he spent on his business trip.
Accredit to.
The discovery of America is accredited to Columbus.
Accumulate from.
Jack has accumulated a huge debt from gambling.
Accuse of.
Jane was accused of taking bribes.
Accustom oneself to.
You have to accustom yourself to your new job.
Ache for.
She was aching for home.
Acknowledge as.
Mr. Leong is widely acknowledged as an authority on Shakespeare.
Acquaint oneself with.
She always takes the trouble to acquaint herself with her students' interests.
Acquiesce in.
Reluctantly, my parents acquiesced in my marriage to Susan.